una domanda lì al centro, prego. Lei che ha alzato la mano? No, c'era una ragazza che aveva alzato la mano, sennò, prego, lei, prego. Sì. Non siate timidi perché abbiamo molte domande e poi andiamo lì al...
Buongiorno, innanzitutto complimenti, ho apprezzato molto il film anche perché amo molto i gatti. E niente, io volevo chiedere, come, a chiunque voglia rispondermi, come avete messo su una sceneggiatura con elementi molto eterogenei, cioè elementi fiabeschi però, ad esempio il gatto, l'uovo, i tre fagioli magici, cioè sono elementi presi magari da tradizioni fiabesche differenti e in più avete aggiunto anche degli elementi leggendari che richiamano un certo cinema western, quindi qual è stata la difficoltà di mettere insieme tutti questi elementi? E poi sono rimasta molto attratta dal villaggio del gatto con gli stivali, se vi siete ispirati a una città in particolare, un luogo. Grazie.
So maybe we do this, which is maybe Antonio and Sama talk about the improvisational work that goes on, and then Chris, you talk about the script itself. Because the actors bring so much to the movie, and in a way they are writers and authors along the way in making the movie also. So.
In reality, and that was an experience that I started living when I did Shrek 2. Okay, let's put it this way. The first script that I received in all of these movies, but very especially in Puss in Boots, is almost an excuse to start working. In reality, meanwhile, we are just advancing in the process of making the movie. Many different forces, creative forces, among them the actors too, you know, they are just giving things to that script, so it's changing. It's an alive entity that is taking shape as we go, as we move ahead with the process. So that first script that you had and this scene that was here is maybe substitute a little bit later for another one. So you're receiving constantly new lines and new stuff. Some scenes that were in the first script, they went to the trash can, and some new ones are coming. Even big pieces of the movie, they went away, and they're substituted by other pieces that are completely new. So it's just a very alive process all the time. And you actually, as an actor, you got the freedom to do whatever you want, literally. I mean, if I say to Chris, I just get to the studio, I say my lines in the way that I'm on the script, and at the end of the day, I say to him, Chris, I wrote this scene last night in my home. He's not going to tell me, don't do it. He's going to tell me, do it, and we will take all that material, and we'll examine the material in the studio, and we'll see if it has possibilities or not, to just take some of the lines, put it here, and create it with that. So is that type of freedom, the freedom that we have really to create?
Yeah, for me, I did.
Oh, see, he was talking about the first time he got a script. They never gave me a script. Never saw a script, never read it. It was very, that's what I said, it was strange. When we started out, Chris just sort of asked me a lot of questions, and I was clear that they wanted to do a character that was an equal to the cat, that was a challenge to the cat, but they didn't know exactly how it was going to be this cat. And he started asking a lot of questions, and I felt at last at home, because it's so many years I've worked in movies in America where you have maybe a brilliant idea and you want to say it to the director, and practically he says, in other words, shut up and look pretty and be done. And so they don't want to hear what you have to say. So here, he's actually asking me to participate and bring things to the character and do a collaboration. And he was so smart, and we also have a producer who's a woman, Latifa. She's here but not here. And to be able to have this collaboration with the writer also, all of us laughing and coming up with ideas and coming up with lines, and it was, I felt so protected, and it was something that I think made me a better actress and gave me a lot more courage to propose things, because I did comedy after this and I was a lot more confident to improvise. And I really loved being able to participate in that. I was invited to put a little brain in the participation of the creation of this great female character.
By the way, I'll get you that script.
Can I have the script now?
It is. It's such a huge collaborative effort, and yeah, and essentially what my relationship with Antonio and Salma and even the rest of the cast is, you have the opportunity, because you're writing your story the entire production. You're fine-tuning the story 6 weeks before the movie even comes out. So it's a great chance to sort of workshop material, get ideas. We have a brilliant story team of about 7 story artists, in addition to our screenwriter, and we're all informing each other. You know, as we put together a film. It's about 30 sequences long, and it's like putting together a giant puzzle, one by one. You know, you're still writing, as you're animating, as you're creating the artwork, and it's what I love about it. You're constantly evolving the story, keeping it alive, and I think especially for animation, it gives it a special life, because everything is planned, you know, and you're building and constructing everything, anything you can do to just find extemporaneous moments, improvisational moments. That's what makes the film special. Oh, and you mentioned the town. A lot of the town was, we got a lot of reference from Spanish architecture, Moorish architecture,